Hey guys, welcome back to Cultivation with Christy. I'm Christy. Happy Halloween! So I'm out here assessing the damage, so let's look together. Okay, so the bay laurel looks fine. I think that's hardy up to zone 4. My arugula looks a little rough. And these are the ones that we covered but Adon uncovered them first thing this morning when it was still 37, so they may may have gotten a little shocked, but I think everything over here fared pretty well. The basil's still flowering. Look at that. And so is the pineapple sage. Anyway, let's see how this one did. It's somewhere in the upper 40s, lower 50s currently. I heard the peas will do well, or do fine, as long as they're not flowering, and none of these are flowering yet. So everything over here looks good. The basil got a bit rough, but it just needs to be watered, so it's not surprising. Lincoln's playing with his friend. So the cabbage did okay. I do need to probably pull some cabbage worms off of here. I haven't really been out to look. But I mean, overall they did well. I may water real good tonight. Believe it or not, that actually helps. Looks like some bugs have been eating my radishes instead of the rodent. But so what I'm really out here to do right now, because as you saw last night, we rushed and picked the peppers, but it only got down to 37 because I can't read. The freeze warning was for tonight, not last night, but better safe than sorry. So that gives me time. I'm going to set you up. What I'm going to do is I'm going to cut all of the leaves off of these pepper plants, and I'm going to try to Lincoln? He is eating poop. Anyway, I'm going to cut off all the foliage, cut them back, dig them up, and put them in pots. I haven't done this before, so we're going to see how it works. I'm going to keep as many of them as possible. So I have these grow bags that I had my potato, and I've got an artichoke out there that are in these bags. So I'm going to fill them up with a little bit of soil and plop as many as I can in there. I also have, since they're going to be inside the garage, I have old business cards that I punched a hole in and have labeled all of my peppers. And so I'm going to tie a string to the business card to the plant in the planter, so I know what they are when I go to plant them in the spring if they make it. So this will just give me a head start on spring production. They will go in the garage and get less and less light, and then they'll go dormant, and then hopefully in the spring we can plant them up and they'll have a head start on all my other plants. The problem is dropping it. Well, I'll come back and get it. The problem is finding a place for that. So most people do not overwinter peppers because you can just start them early in the spring. I usually start my peppers mid-February because they take forever to produce. So that's why I'm going to give this a good old boy try and see. Since I did not lose them last night, I'm going to try this tonight. Okay, I have them labeled, and now I'm going to pull them up and see how many will fit in what I have, and then I'll decide if I'm going to keep the rest. Okay, let me show you what I'm doing. I can get you to. And then some of the branches I'm clipping off, I'm using as mulch around some of the other flowers and stuff. Like this guy. Look at that. Pretty pink flower. And it's gonna get taken out. Such is the cyclical life, right? Alright. I got my basket full of plants. I think that's all I'm gonna get. Now, I'm gonna cover things out here and then take these inside and do the planting in the garage. Everything. This bed. Let's put your bed. I did harvest some basil, some holy basil, because it smelled too good while I was in the garden not to. There it is. Alright. I think we got our first trick-or-treaters. No, you move, poop eater. Oh, scary monster. Hee. I think they only took one too, look at that. And the dogs didn't even see him. It's because they're adult children. Oh no, there's a whole group of them. Oh, I was like, where's the green masked thing? Pickle? It's a pickle? Hee hee. Exciting. Okay, back to this. I'm gonna try to put this up by myself. Adon's working late, but I had him help me last night, so we'll see how this goes. He was gonna try. Okay. More trick-or-treaters, maybe? Okay. I'm going to well, no, I already put it to bed. Anyway. The inside of these are wet. They must have condensated while they were out here today. So I'm gonna put the peppers in the garage so I can work on. Okay, journey to the peppers. This is where I brought them in the garage. That's the basket I brought them in. This is the mess I made. And then I left the garage door closed because it's freaking cold out there. And it's actually warm in here. So pimento. This is the pumpkin spice. So I'm literally just pulling them up and shaking them off. It's probably not the way you're supposed to do it, but that's the way I'm doing it. And these little Jeanettes, whatever they are, my tank.